Hi all my friends. I'm going to try and do this over again. I was trying to use my laptop and the thing just shut down. I think the fan is going out in it and I've got to figure out something. So anyway, this is my #1 vlog for August 11th, 2017. I'm going to try very hard to do this every Friday. Got my fingers crossed that I can do it. So anyway, it has been really hot here. We've had temperatures anywhere ranging from 90 to 98. We had one day it got up to 101. Everyone's talking about the big eclipse that's coming August 21st. Turns out, since I bought tickets to go to the fair on that day, we get to go in early. Sorry. Me and my daughter and my granddaughters, we get to go in early and get into the grandstands, and they give us glasses so that we can see the eclipse. And then when they're done, we get to, go to the fair and everything that you do at the fair. So we're kind of excited about that. Then, let's see, what else? My oldest daughter, her birthday was yesterday. She turned 36. If you're watching this, Crystal, happy birthday again. And it's not old. Look at us as young. Anyway, she came by Tuesday, picked me up, and we went to different thrift stores. She bought me a really nice side table to go by my chair instead of the big square one that I had. So me and my caregiver, we spent Wednesday changing all that out and getting it cleared out and putting the small one in there. And I like it because it's got a drawer so I can keep all my TV remote, my DVD remote, my Wii remotes, if I ever get another Wii that works. Anyway, my game remotes, whatever. So this way, I have, it works perfectly for what I want it for. The big square table, we decided to go put it in the corner where the fairy garden is, and we picked up the fairy garden and put it on top of that. So now the fairy garden is high enough so that I can go over there and get things that I want. If I want to paint something or put something there, I don't have to have somebody else do it for me, which is I'm very happy about because I can't bend down to the floor for very long. So anyway, let's see, what else have I been doing? Oh, Penelope and Baby Girl, they have been keeping me quite entertained. Baby Girl's found a little piece of plastic that you take off when you buy like a gallon of water or something. Well, she's found this one piece of plastic. She has kept herself entertained with that thing for like 3 days. Every time she's playing, she's all over the house with that little piece of plastic. Well, this morning I have found a piece of that plastic. And then I found another piece. It's finally falling apart. And I'm sorry, Baby Girl, but as soon as we find that big piece, we're going to have to throw it away. And I know she's going to be very unhappy. But we'll find her another piece of plastic to play with. She has all these toys, and she insists on playing with this plastic. I have a video of her playing with the plastic. If I can, I'll try and put it in here so you can see it. But if not, maybe I'll put it as a separate video. But anyway, I have decided to start crafting again, to where I'm going to start making films of my crafting. My first project that I'm going to do is I have to have quarters to do laundry. And I've been keeping my quarters in this blue Solo plastic cup. Well, unfortunately, a certain little girl, Cat, she gets into the cupboard and she keeps knocking it over. So a friend of mine, she drinks a lot of these powdered fruit drink stuff. She gave me one of her empty containers, so I washed it out and everything. And I'm going to decoupage it and turn it into my quarter jar, as you would call it. I tried to find a jar at the store, but I really don't want to buy something to throw the contents out, and they just didn't have anything that I wanted to eat. I guess because of the way I've been eating now lately, I'm just not wanting to eat, do things like that. About my weight, I've had a really bad time. I'm going to tell you now, I am back up to 310 pounds. It kills me. I cannot believe I let myself gain this weight. But I'm bound and determined I'm going to get this weight off. I am going to get this weight off. So 3 days ago, I got back the way I'm supposed to be eating. I'm trying to walk as much as I can. I can't overdo it because my physical therapist says not to overdo it without somebody here. Yeah, he comes Wednesday and he made me walk the halls of my apartment 6 laps. Now, I'm not saying these are real long laps, but it's long enough. And I had to do it 6 times. Up and down's 1 lap, and he made me do it 6 times. By the time I got done with that 6, I was so happy to be in this chair. So, yeah, so now I'm up to 6 laps. The one thing is I'm going to hate to see is I've only got maybe another 2 or 3 sessions that my insurance will pay, and then after that I won't have them anymore. So I'm going to have to do a lot of this on my own, and I'm going to do it because, like I said, I'm going to get this weight off. I have 4 Halloween t-shirts and 3 or 4 Christmas t-shirts. I want to wear them this season, and I can't get into them because they're 3X's, and I'm wearing 4X. So I'm going to get into them. I am going to wear them this season. Let's see, what else have I been doing? Like I said, I'm trying to get some of my craft things done. Oh, I have been working on Raina's birthday present. Her birthday is the 16th. I've been working on these salt and pepper shakers. The only thing I have left to do on them is the shading with the chalk, and then and then coating them with the acrylic coating. And once that's done, and I have to get it done. Let's see, today's the 11th. I have to do it by the end of tomorrow, so that the acrylic coating can start drying, so I can put like 3 coats on it, so that it will be done by the 14th. Probably won't see her until about the 17th or 18th. So I'm going to say I won't see her until the 17th, and it'll have time to set and cure. But she collects salt and pepper shakers, and I think she is going to love them. I will post a picture. If not on YouTube, I'll post it on my Facebook account that's under Bev Craft. They wouldn't let me keep my Craft and Bev name. They said it's an alias, and I'm just like, it's a business name. Anyway, Facebook. Let's see, what else? I've also been making plans. I'm making a project journal. I must have maybe 30 composition notebooks. They're all college rule. They're all 100 pages. And I decided to take a few of them and turn them into my project notebook journals. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video on making my first one, you know, covering the front and the back covers, and start making the insides and everything. I'm going to take a before picture, during pictures, you know, journal about how, you know, what I've been doing to it and all that, how long it takes. Keep any receipts of what I have to buy now, because one of the reasons why I want to do this is I found the notebook that I have a list of most of my projects, not all of them, most of them, and it's getting over 300. And I've got to get busy. And 2, if I keep crafting, I'll stay out of that kitchen eating. I know I went to the store today. We went to Walmart, and I had to pick up cat litter and cat food, and I picked up there's something else. Oh, and I had to pick up some odds and ends things. And we went by. My downfall when I go to Walmart is those little tiny pecan pies. God, they're like 50 cents. So I bought $2 worth. I made a promise to myself. I will only eat 1 every other day. So by the time I do this vlog again next Friday, I should be just finishing up the last pecan pie. Because I am not going to, I will sit there and eat the whole thing. Then we went to Office Max so I could print out the form. I have to get my granddaughter's deer to the fair on Monday for her entry. She painted this gorgeous little deer. I'll have to post a picture of that too, because it is just adorable. She did a fantastic job. I'm sure she's going to win at least third or second, if not first. That's how good. But I'm her grandmother. I'm biased. Okay, yes, I'm biased. But I think she'll do good. But anyway, I had to go print out the order form, and my printer doesn't have any ink, so I had to go over there and print out an entry form. So hopefully my daughter will be by here tomorrow, so that Monday I can take that down and get that entered. Let's see. There's a couple other things. Plus, one moment. Been making a list of things that I want to get done right away. Yeah, I've been also working on, like I said, I've been working on my fairy garden. Once I get her salt and pepper shakers done, I need to finish my blocks. I need to work on my bird houses. But I have all these little critter type things. They're just fanciful type critters, you know, these little things that you buy at Walmart that you get like 3 or 4 in a package. They're ceramic. I love them. I think they're adorable. Well, I want to get them all painted and put them in my fairy garden along with the mushrooms and the fairy houses I've been making. I also want to get my bird houses done so I can start putting them out on my deck for decorations. So that, you know, time, money, but I'm going to get it done. Also, I'm also trying to get a lot of my Halloween stuff done. I was telling my caregiver, I said, I'm going to tell you now, if you're still here, I need your help putting the decorations up. And she looks at me and she's like, why are you decorating? It's just you. Why not? It's my home. I live here. I like knowing that the holidays are coming. I like having decorations up. And she says, so you are like me. You want to decorate whether you have any trick-or-treaters or whatever. And I said, oh, I already know. No trick-or-treaters will come here because we live in a locked building. But I have a lot of friends here that will come and look at my apartment. And I will always have the memories, and I'll do it again next year and the year after. Plus my grandkids will see it, of course. So, yeah. So I got to get a lot. I mean, I've got 3 sets of ghosts. I have a couple of goblins, some witches, some what they call witch kids and all that. Yeah, so I have quite a bit to get done. Plus, I mean, and not just over here, the ceramics. That's not counting the other stuff I have over there. So, yes, I won't get it all done before this year, but I'm going to start getting things done. That's why I've been making my list of things and what order I want to get them done and everything. So, then after we went to Walmart, we went to the Office Max. We found a store I have fallen in love with. Like I said, I'm on this very special diet called the IC diet. No preservatives, no processed food, certain foods I can't have. There's a bread that I eat. It's Fran's organic whole wheat bread. And at Wenco, it is $3.59. Yeah, it's expensive, but I can eat it. And it doesn't affect my bladder. I went to the store, and it turns out it's a Fran's outlet bread store. So we went in there, and they have the bread that I eat, 3 loaves for $5. I went to heaven. Yeah, so I picked up 3 loaves, and they're all in my refrigerator, so that as I use up 1 loaf, I can take the other out. You know, it's like, yes. So I figured now I just have to go to the store like every 4 weeks, 3-4 weeks, and go pick up bread. And for $5 for 3 loaves, oh God, I'm in heaven with that. That's perfect for me. Let's see. Then after that, we went to Wenco, and I have to say, I was very, very good. I bought my milk, I bought my apples, I bought peppers, I bought tuna. Now I'm not supposed to have tuna, but I am just getting, I needed something else to eat besides bagel and cream cheese. So I bought some cans of tuna to mix up with the mayonnaise that I eat. It's organic also, and it's made with olive oil. And I don't use a whole lot of mayonnaise. I use very little mayonnaise when it comes to my tuna sandwiches. But anyway, let's see, yeah. Apples, peppers, I already had celery, an avocado, uh, I got my milk, I bought my canned food. Anyway, everything that I bought, and I thought I bought a lot. Not counting the canned food and food-wise, it was only like $13. And I was like very happy with myself to keep it within that, that boundaries. So I thought, okay, so things are working out there. So I came home and I got all the groceries put away. Yeah, the peppers were even pretty cheap. Red peppers were only 79 cents. Green peppers were 69 cents. And I'm like, yeah, I can have a little color in my sandwiches. Oh, and I bought a bag of this white sweet corn. My caregiver was saying I should try it, that I might like it if I mix it in with my food, with my other vegetables. So I thought I'll have that with my dinner tonight. I'm having a small piece of pork roast. So I'm going to cut it into chunks and cook it up with the rest of the vegetables. And I might, maybe not, have rice. I might have, or couscous or something, but I may not. We'll see how I feel. But yeah. But one of the other thing is, yesterday, my daughter, one of the other places my daughter took me to this place where they were giving away things, like pastries and canned goods and other stuff like that. And she goes, Mom, I know you don't need this stuff, but I really need some help. And I understand. She's paying $920 a month rent. She still has to buy dog food. She still has to pay life. She still has to pay her internet and all this other stuff. And she's working 2 jobs just to keep a roof over her and her 2 dogs' head. So I understand if she can find a place that she can get some free food, she's going to do it. So the thing didn't open up until 2 o'clock. We got there at 1 o'clock. And there's already about 15 people in line. So we had taken my wheelchair. So she got my wheelchair, took it out, and she pushed me over there. And I'm sitting there, and she's standing there, or she's squatting there some of the time. And they come out, and they start handing numbers. And they handed me a number. And she goes, Mom, please, I need whatever you can get me. Okay, just tell me what you need. And she goes, great. So, and she's not a greedy person. She just needs enough to get her through until they do this again next month. And she has a nice size freezer that she can put all this stuff in and use it out through the month. So they said what they were going to do is they were going to let people in 5 at a time. I turned out to be, I think I was number 12. So I'd be in the 3rd group. She was 13. And they came up and they said, they pulled this lady out who was on a walker. They pulled me out and he goes, is she helping you? And I go, well, she's here too, but yeah, she's my caregiver. Okay, you can go in with her. And they got another couple who were both on walkers. Anyway, they let us in first. And so Crystal had already had a couple canvas bags. They told us that we were allowed to get whatever we could fit in our canvas bags. Now apparently this is something that she's already has gotten done before. So, and they're not humongous things, but they're not tiny little bags either. So we're going through, and he said we only have 10 minutes. Okay, so we're going through and we found an angel food cake, and she goes, can you put that in your bag, Mom? Sure. So she goes, I can cut that into 4s, freeze each section, and then take it out, a little at a time, take out 1/4 at a time. Oh yeah. We got a couple things of donuts for her. We got about 5 loaves of bread for her that she'll eat. There was a couple of bagels, packages of bagels and things. She didn't fill her bag. We didn't fill the bags so there was stuff. She filled what she knew she could use throughout the month and not be greedy. While we were standing there, as they say, checking out, they let the next group 5 in. Oh my God. These people, like I said, talk about greedy, is unbelievable. They were just doing everything they can to stuff as much as they could into these bags. I'm just like, you're only supposed to have one person per family. They let her go in because she's a different, my daughter, because she's a different family. I told them she was my caregiver. I didn't say she was my daughter, I said she was my caregiver. And because Crystal looks like she's part Mexican, or half black, which she is, they figure she's not related. But I'm sitting there while Crystal's taking care of things, and I just can't get over the way these people were just grabbing things and grabbing things, and I'm just like, come on, there's other people in the line. There was this one area where they had these little donuts. Now Crystal grabbed, she had me grab 4 and she got 4. She figures this will do her like 3 at a time. You know, take out a package, let it thaw out. She'll eat 3 donuts at one morning with her coffee, and the next morning she'll have, 3 more, or a couple of days later. You know, she tries a variety, her diet. And so 8 packages in all. This one woman was trying to stuff as almost all of them that were there. She was trying to get them all into her bag along with everything. She's stuffing them in all the crevices, and I'm just like, I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I can't get over the greed. So we are leaving the building, and they had come out with racks of clothing for the people that were waiting, and they told people you're allowed 2 pieces apiece. And Crystal put the stuff in the car, and she goes, Mom, come over here with me. She goes, let me see if there's anything over here I can wear for work. Okay, so we did. It wasn't too bad. She did find one piece that she could wear for work at night. She doesn't want to wear anything nice because she's always having to, do a major cleaning of the house every night, and she's got clients that will throw food at her and everything. So she wants something that will be durable and not good, not perfect, but like t-shirts and things. So she bought herself, I think it's 1 t-shirt and a shirt. And I didn't want anything. There was nothing there I wanted. I'm fine when it comes to clothes. So she so we went and we got in the car, and I was telling her, I said, I don't believe the crap I saw there. And she goes, it's like this every month, Mom. She says, you think that these people, this is the only food they get. And she says, it's unbelievable. And she goes, I appreciate you coming and helping me. She says, I'm not trying to be greedy, Mom, but and I said, no, I understand your situation, and we weren't in there trying to stuff the bags so much that there wasn't any room. I said, you had room in your bags to put more. She goes, I didn't need more. She goes, I figured out what we had, and I'm sitting there in my head thinking, okay, this will be good for this will be good for that, because the angel food cake will last me. That'll be 8 meals, desserts that I can have. And she goes, and I can make a chocolate sauce and pour over it a few times, make it a little different. And I'm just like, ooh, you remember that chocolate sauce I used to make? And she goes, yep. She goes, I'm going to do it. I do it. And I was like, oh, yeah, yes. So we went home. We went out to eat to this one restaurant. If you're ever in the Boise area, do not go to Burger and Brew. Unless you're into sports, and I mean really into sports, and then you'll sit in the bar and you can eat there and watch whatever game's going on. But food was lousy. I won't say lousy. It just wasn't anything to really, oh wow, this is fantastic. We ordered a thing called Idaho nachos. By the time we got this plate, the cheese was so hard that it's not gooey. It didn't pick up and string like it should. So she ended up sending that back, and we didn't have to pay for it, thank goodness. Let's see, what else? My daughter was asking me about something. Okay, what I was going to do after the fair, because I've been saving my money so I can take the grandkids to the fair. And I said, my next big purchase is my brother's Scan and Cut and a TV. And she goes, what's the Scan and Cut? And I said, it's an electronic cutting machine. I have been wanting one for a long time. I know there's a Cricut out there that everybody's raving about. I don't want a Cricut. You have to buy cartridges. You have to buy other things for it. I like my Scan and Cut. I had a friend when I lived in Bakersfield. She had a scan and cut. She would bring that thing over and we were scanning stuff, and she was letting me cut all kinds of things, and we could there's this one thing I like to make with these Christmas tree outfit, and she let me cut a whole bunch of those things on her scan and cut. And I know how to use it. I know what it can do. No, it cannot cut leather. It cannot cut chipwood. But you know what? They may come up with it now that the Cricut does. Who knows? I'm patient. I'll wait. But I'll tell you this, come Cyber Monday, I'm ordering a scan and cut, and plus a few other things to go with it. So, yeah, I'm gonna wait patiently for that day, and I'm gonna hold on to my money because I'm looking at I figure I need about $400 to buy everything I want, and hopefully it won't be that much because I'm buying it on Cyber Monday on Amazon. And I think I'm going to get a good deal because I know last year it was a really good deal, and if I had the money, and not living with my younger daughter, I would, well, I did have the money, I just lived with her and I couldn't buy it. So anyway, so that's pretty much all for right now. Like I said, hopefully today, if not today, tomorrow, I am going to do a video of making my quarter jar for my laundry. Nothing spectacular. I don't expect it to come out looking like everyone ooh and ahhing, but I just thought it might be something some people might like to see me make. So until then, everybody be happy. If you're trying to lose weight, don't give up. If you're crafting, always stay creative, and never, never look on the dark side. There's always good in everything. Even when you have a kitty that wakes you up at 5:30 in the morning. They love you. You all have a great day. Bye. Okay, Kane.